Hey, you are watching Covenant Bay's Prayer and Update. My name is Jon Drebert, and we will cover a few details regarding two fall events. Hopes for the Bible Story podcast, and finally, a few thoughts from Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29. Well, Sacred Space is a weekend retreat on October 14th to 16th. During this weekend retreat, we're going to focus on connecting with God. As a guest, you're going to be guided through the weekend through morning, afternoon, and evening prayer times. And in addition, we're going to have some resources such as descriptions of spiritual practices and a spiritual director that you could meet with. Sacred Space is anything but flashy, but it gets real deep real quick. And the thing I hear back from those who attend is that it was an amazing weekend for their soul. They rested well, they loved the beautiful fall colors. So we do limit our registrations to just 25 people and trying to keep a small and intimate, quiet feel for everyone. Another event this fall is a concert by Kyle Church. He is a singer-songwriter, and he is coming to Covenant Bay on October 22nd. Check out his music at kylechurch.com. It's incredible. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased at covenantbay.ca. This concert will be a great night out and time to reconnect with friends, and it'll be just awesome. Hope you can join us there. Well, the Bible Story podcast is a resource for families to grow in a relationship with Jesus. Every Monday, a new episode is released along with a short discussion episode that is a guide for a family or a group to talk about the story and how it impacts them personally. We hope the Bible Story podcast will promote a growing relationship with Jesus Christ. Braden and I are looking at how we can improve the show and increase its positive impact on people. I would love to hear from you about how we could improve the show. Send us topic or story ideas or any other thoughts you might have to info@covenantbay.ca. Now, because we want to improve the show listeners are going to see a few changes over the coming months as a result. Now, if you've not yet subscribed to the show, you can do that wherever you listen to a podcast or get each new episode delivered to your inbox by subscribing at BibleStoryPodcast.com. Now, as much as we are concerned about producing a great show with great content, our primary focus is helping people grow in a relationship with Jesus. Would you pray for the campers and anyone else who listens to this show? The show's impact comes from the Holy Spirit working in the hearts and minds of each listener. You can pray that listeners transitioning out of summer and into their fall routines will make it a habit to listen to the Bible Story podcast so they can grow. Finally, a thought from Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29. It says this: Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls." I hope your summer has been restful. Regardless if it has or hasn't, we are never doing great when we are tired and worn out. This will be our theme verse for Sacred Space, and I believe we'll gain so much from it. One of the practices we will try at Sacred Space is simply sitting in the presence of God without being hurried. So take 10 minutes today and just be with God. Sit, stand, walk in silence. There's no agenda, no right or wrong way. If things come to mind that distract you, repeat the words of Jesus, "Come to me." Well, thanks for praying for Covenant Bay, and more importantly, all the people impacted by the programs, events, and the podcast. Remember, there is no ministry apart from Christ. So pray with urgency and expectation. I will chat with you next week.